What's up, you beautiful sons of bitches? How you doing today or evening, whatever time it is? Thank you for coming back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of surprise. It's been a minute. Now, you go back to checking my channel out. I got a few videos up. Not too much. No, just want to pace myself. And this particular video, I just want to dedicate this one to a special individual. Because this is a momentous occasion. To correct myself there. But real quick, let me get the introductions out of the way before we get into the meat of this video. Hi, how you doing? My name is A.K.A., also known as Nelson. And thank you for checking out the channel once again. If you like it, you dislike it, you're more than inclined to do it. Comment in the comment section with your thoughts, your opinions about what we're going to discuss today. And also, whatever thought came to my mind, I'll probably address it later on. But anyhow, moving on, ladies, gentlemen, or my fellow toaster strudels out there. Let's get to the meat of this video. Oh, and just so you guys know, for this particular video, it's probably not going to be too long. And usually, when it comes to more longer videos, I'll usually try to go ahead and just be like, okay, give me first at least 5 minutes to kind of clear up what I'm going to typically try to get into, the gist of it. And if I need more context or whatnot, I'll probably go a little past that. But for this particular video, this is a particular special one. Now, you might be wondering, okay, what makes it so special? Well, let me go ahead and answer that question for you. A few days ago, just to give y'all some context, a few days ago, this weekend, it's on Monday, just so y'all know. So this past weekend, I was chilling at the house with my nephew, who was just born a few weeks ago. So, you know, we got to see him with the family and, you know, see how he's doing and whatnot. And in the midst of that, I noticed a certain notification on my phone. And I was like, that's very interesting from YouTube. And I was like, okay, let me just check, see, because it might be like an upload or anything like that. And I noticed that it was a particular comment on one of my past videos in regards to self-deletion, which again, you can check it on the channel if you want to check it out. And this particular commenter, of course, I want to give their proper shine, and this is what this video is for. So, drum roll please. Our first commenter of the channel, I dedicate this video to you, sir, ma'am, or toaster strudel, Master M. Master M, if you get a chance to see this, just know I see you. And what this particular video is going to be more covered about, an inspiration and in honor of our first commenter on the channel, this video is going to be titled, Know That You Are Loved and Appreciated, but you got to take a little bit of faith to get it. Or something along that lines. Might fool around with the title. Anyhow, the reason why I want to title that real quick is because, like I said, this is more so just to let Master M know that, sir, or madam, or toaster strudel, I truly appreciate your comments. I truly do. And I just want to let people know out there, not just on YouTube, but just any particular social media, and even outside of social media, just having some form of feedback, it always helps to, for anyone who, again, not even necessarily a content creator, but just anyone in general to understand how, you know, the feedback and how they carry themselves, what helps them develop, how they know, are they doing a good job, doing a bad job, or what can they improve upon, what feels that are they doing fine. So it's good. And so, for this particular video, what I wanted to let it be known is that, y'all, when I encourage y'all to comment, you know, and again, I'm not putting the gun to your head, say, oh, you got to comment. I appreciate if you want to make a comment. And again, I just want to dedicate this particular video to our first commenter once again, and let them know that I appreciate your comment. I love you for your comment, not because it was positive or anything necessarily, but for you to just feel like you can share your thoughts. Even if it's just a few words, that's absolutely okay by me. That's probably fine. And I just want to let people know going in the future that, you know, and just so y'all know, I do have their name written down in my ledger right here. Because what I want to do in the future, y'all, is I want to kind of compile a list of names, people who are consistent in their comments. And when I say that consistent in your comments, I'm not saying you have to comment on every video, but it's appreciated. But I'm saying that when I notice that you're often commenting, not just comment, because this is why I want to make this clear. I'm not saying comment for the sake of commenting. I'm saying that when you comment, I appreciate the effort you put in your comment. So let me just make that clear. And then engaging with me, engaging with others as this channel is growing. Now, of course, I just want to make this clear. I'm okay if the views are going to be low. That's fine. We're going to be new to this. It's going to take time. But here's the thing. Even if, let's say, and this is what I want to say, if you look back to my first video, I covered this before. One of my major goals I want for this channel, personally, is I want to start up a community of people that can engage, that can share their thoughts, their opinions, are not afraid to indulge, let me not say indulge necessarily, but they're not afraid to take part in public discourse. Because here's the thing, even if we agree to disagree, as long as we're not disagreeable, one of my golden rules, it's going to be okay. But I understand that, unfortunately, not a lot of people may not have, because this is a point that I probably did not mention before. And funny enough, the reason why this came to my mind is I was having a conversation with one of my neighbors yesterday. Not yesterday, but the day before. And it was a really good conversation. We never usually see each other like that. So it's always good to sit down with her and, you know, shoot the breeze and see how, you know, everything's going. What's your thought process on this, and that, and the third? And I told her that, you know, it's unfortunate that this conversation that we're having, unfortunately, I can already tell a lot of our neighbors probably wouldn't be able to have this conversation, you know, for better or for worse. But I think in moments like that, you should appreciate the fact that you have the ability to have a moment like that. And so, the reason I'm bringing that particular experience up, excuse me, excuse my eye, is because even if the comment might not be anything irrelevant to the video, I still appreciate you wanting to open yourself up to communicate with me and with others. Now, here's the thing. That going in the future, like I said, I do want to compile a list of people who share their comments. And again, your comment doesn't have to pertain specifically to the content of the video. It could be really anything if you want to. But what I would encourage y'all to do, of course, is that when you comment, you know, and I would hope people who are engaging you, be if it's me or other people engaging you in the comments, just taking or keeping, no, I'm going to say this, because I haven't said this in a while. And since this is a special occasion, I'm going to go ahead and use it. Keep that bear in mind. And again, if you know where that is from, you know what you know. Anyhow, take in consideration that, yes, everyone may not be able to approach you in a way that you may like to be perceived, or that the way you want to be approached. But you still ultimately have to acknowledge that, hey, if I extend an olive branch to you, it's ultimately up to you to take. Now, here's the thing. The olive branch might be laced with poison. It might have you know, different stuff on it. It might be in my booty hole. You never know. But at the end of the day, it's still up to you to decide, do you want to take the olive branch or not? If you take it, then what you have to acknowledge is this. At that point, or not even say the olive branch. Let's say if you're playing basketball. At the end of the day, once you get the ball, it's on your side of the court. It's not on their side of the court now. It's on yours. You have to decide what you play with it. Sometimes the ball might be a little flabby. Sometimes the ball might be a little sticky. The ball might be, pardon me, y'all, the basketball might even be deflating or whatever may be the case. Maybe on fire. You never fucking know. But the point being is, once it's in your court, you have to decide how you respond or what you plan out with the plays at hand. And so that is what I ultimately want to do going in the future is, of course, when I encourage y'all to comment, I want to encourage y'all to, again, engage with me, engage with each other. But of course, I want to make sure there's a clear identity to the channel. Like in my first video, real quick, just to sum it up a little bit, I said that ideally, this is probably going to be an Ace of All Trades channel for the perceivable future. And I'm probably not even saying that right. But essentially, right now, we're just trying to work things out and see, you know, what could we do with the channel? Because ideally, what I want to do is every month, we're still in March, but next month is going to be April. And so for next April, you know what, and a part of me, no, let me not get too far ahead and divulge from the point of this video. But the point being, what I want to do with y'all is I want to ultimately have something that you guys can look forward to every time you come to the channel. You have a new, a new approach to the subject we're covering, or, you know, if it's doing with pop culture, it's doing anime, with gaming, whatever it may be. I hope that you guys can find something that you can enjoy from it. But anyhow, I'm looking at the time. We're already past 10 minutes. I ideally gonna want to do this in 10 minutes, but I'm gonna close the video off on this. Is that y'all know that even if you don't comment or if you comment, just know that I appreciate you and I love you for spending the time with me, and I spend time with you guys. And somewhere down the road, I do hope that we can get to doing like live streams. We start doing, not meet and greets necessarily, but you know what I'm trying to say, just furthering different activities that we can do to connect with each other. Because especially now, even when we're still dealing with quarantine, where we're dealing with every kind of mad that's going on in the world, I think at this point in time, if there's no, because let's just be honest, and I'm going to leave it on this point, right? If there's never been no other greater time in human history, the need for connecting with one another has been paramount to our survival. Not just on not even on our, I'm trying to say this right, y'all. Even on be if it's on a macro or a micro scale, it plays a huge part in just us moving forward. And I'm going to share one more thing with y'all. Because like I said, I had this conversation with my neighbor. And I told her that, you know, in the midst of what we're discussing, it's easy enough that if I wasn't who I was, I could look at the surface of our conversation and say, oh, so you think X, Y, and Z, and not really get into the meat or get into how many layers this really has. And so that's my thing. I want to look at whatever we discuss. I want to look at as many layers. Y'all, just wait till I get to, wait till I start editing this shit. I promise y'all, look, first of all, I don't just appreciate you guys spend your time on these videos. I also appreciate you guys to go, you know, going through the cringe with me. I appreciate that, y'all. I really do. So excuse me on that. What I was trying to say, and I'm losing my train of thought. You know what? No. This video's gone long enough. I'll just end it on this. That, again, dedicating this first, not the first, but this particular video to, again, Master M. If you happen to see this, sir, man, or Turtle Strudel, again, I appreciate you. I love you for your comment, and I hope you would stay, you know, for the long haul. But if you got to go, I'm not going to fault you, big bro. Or sis. Or Turtle Strudel. But if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And I appreciate the time you spent over here. And I hope you are fruitful in every endeavorment you pour forward in your life. With that being said, y'all, I'll catch y'all next vid. And in fact, real quick, I'm going to give you a quick, what is it? I'm going to give a quick preview, actually. Because I almost forgot about this. Real quick, if I still have your attention. Because I asked Master M, you know, what particular topics or, you know, anything particular you wanted to cover on the channel. And he said, well, what about the evils of money? And I was like, that's a very interesting one. And I was like, you know what? I think that's a really good one to cover. Going into definitely the months ahead. Because I definitely do want to talk about money. And funny enough, like I said, this correlates to something I spoke with a neighbor of mine, like I said, a few days ago. But anyhow, that's to give y'all a little bit of a quick preview. And then if it's not the next video I posted, it's probably going to be the one following after that one. But anyhow, y'all, again, thank you for coming to the channel. I do truly appreciate you guys. And please excuse for my visage. If it's a little scruffy and whatnot, trust me, I'm going to get it done. All right, I'm going to get it cleaned up. I'm going to get it shaped up. All right, y'all. You got to excuse me for a minute. In my resting bitch face. I can't help it. Well, I can help it, but let's just say when you get me in a certain mood, trust me, this whole facial features, they switch up. I promise y'all that. Anyhow, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace. And wait a minute, am I forgetting anything? Ah, yeah, I am forgetting something. Stay hydrated, y'all. I was planning on grabbing a bottle of water from my refrigerator. You see, like, right there. I was planning to get a water bottle so I can show y'all, make sure you stay hydrated. That's something I probably should have said in the beginning of the video, but it just came to my mind, but you get the picture. Anyhow, I'll see y'all later. Bye.